have something for you here. Mr. Kaz, how is your day, sir? How is your day?
It's okay.
It's okay.
Mind the limping. Back
It's
surgery
okay,
soon.
man. It's,
Caught my disc, but I'm better.
I hear you're selling something beautiful.
Alright,
Talk
I
to
gotta
us
get
about
rid of
it.
this. So, K-24 2006 Lotus Elise. You can walk around it this way. I'm gonna go over exactly what's done to the outside first, then work to the interior, then we can look at the engine. Let's come around this way. So overall condition of this car, honestly, I'd say 6 or 7 out of 10, right? You know, like you can tell the front, it's got like a little crack in the paint right there. It's got a chip right there, little chips everywhere. This has never been repainted. This has never been messed with. It's the original. So, you know, you see these little chips right here. So I'm gonna start with the front, what I did to it. It's got a carbon fiber splitter here, just for like scrapes. And then I got a front lip for it from Greg Racing Parts. Check it out, gregsracingparts.com. Greg's a great guy, he gets me all my stuff. Fitment for this, it's got a little gap right here. You know, it's okay, there's a gap right there. On this side, it fits really nicely. So, you know, if you don't like it, take it off, it's fine. What else I did to the front? The headlights were really, really hazed. So I hated that. So I actually bought the same headlights all over again, and the body shop basically put new headlights on for me. So these are nice. This is about a month old. These are nice, fresh new lenses.
Pretty much OEM.
Yeah.
Now I see you have a tow hook there. Is that?
The tow hook, you know what? I just had that for looks, but you can just twist that off and take it off. So that's
Okay.
fine.
I like it.
There's a different trim on here than OEM. So you can see it's a little bit, come and get this one shade. It's a little, you know, the trim I couldn't find from Lotus. So they made a trim for me at the body shop.
Okay. The fitting could be enhanced. Nothing
This
too
one's
bad.
this one's really nice done, you know, this one's nice. What else is done at the front? So there is I asked the body shop to do this, but I guess they didn't. I wanted to just replace this plastic piece, because look, it's broken right there. That's broken, and that's broken, the plastic, right? So I wanted to just make it like a mesh, but it is what it is.
Okay.
Front, everything else is perfect in the front. Nothing to...
It's all stock, right?
It's all stock. Everything is stock. Even these are OEM. This is the aftermarket portion, the lip and the splitter, but everything is OEM. If you're wondering why this is black, this is just a sticker. Underneath it is the yellow. You can take that off if you want, the original one.
Now, coming along the side here, I noticed you also have some pieces here, like the side skirt and the vent on the side. What's up with that?
The GRP side skirts.
All right.
That was professionally done. Everything was done at a shop, so I always get my stuff done professionally. GRP side skirts, just bolted on the bottom. I've got 16-inch Team Dynamic racing wheels, little racing wheels. So that's kind of nice. And the tires are in pretty good condition. Tires, you can take a look, Shay, just come back here. I can try turning the wheel, but you kind of see the tire tread. If you want to get on this side.
Yeah, some good threads, right? Some solid threads, 6, 7, 30
seconds?
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's really good in the back. You can check the back, try it out too, just so the buyer can make sure that they're getting. What else? I want to go piece by piece on each side. I want to make sure.
Absolutely.
Come over here. I want to make sure that they know exactly what they're getting. Here, this is OEM. Nothing's been changed, but it's got the little bumps on the rubber here. Just 3 bumps. Not a big fan. Small little crack right there in the paint. It's the paint. The car is made out of fiberglass, so
of course.
Go figure. Mirror. I guess you just remove it like that. It's not electric.
Now, speaking of damages, because you're going through damages right
yeah,
now,
I'm going through what's...
Let's just go through all of it.
I'm just going
once.
one piece by piece, just trying to show what is the issue. So let's go to this. This part has been repainted. I drove the car, I forgot to put it bolted up, and it flew up on a highway. So the top, this little T-top.
How did you get it back?
My wife was
So you
right
just
behind me, so-
okay, cool.
But,
Right.
So this fell on the highway, got all scratched up, so I had them repaint this.
Okay.
You can see there's a little paint left here, but you can probably just scratch that off. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that can be taken out with some.
But this is repainted, and this trim on the side is aftermarket that the body shop put on for me because I hated the original trim. It's nice, it looks nice. This, do not worry about. The original owner had like an antenna for a radio. It's just 3M down, so you can take that off if you need to.
Okay.
This is original, little scratches here. Door is good. I had the body shop put on these side scoops, the wide ones.
Right.
So I just like them. They just look nice. But what I don't like is that there is a gap right there, and I guess he just didn't put it on, right?
That's something that, say if somebody buys it, they can easily go back to
yeah,
stock,
and if they want to go back to stock, they just take these 3 bolts off. There's no body work done to the car where I've drilled something into the car. These are all OEM type stuff. So you can just take the bolts off, put the mesh back in the hole over there, and then back to OEM. What else? This rubber piece is a little torn right here. What else? Let's go from the bottom here. Okay. A rock hit this car right here. There's a little crack. It was a pretty deep crack right here in the fiberglass. So what I did was it had so much pitting everywhere. What I did was I had the body shop just repaint this really nicely, all nice and new. So it's all inside, perfectly done, nice and clean. Let's see, all nice and clean. Show you want to get all this over here? All nice and clean. This part right here. Nice and clean. What else? Little paint coming off right here in the corner, maybe some touch-up paint right there. So this side is good. Okay, we'll go on this side. Those wheels, you got the tread on the back of the tire?
Yeah, I got the tread on the back. Looks pretty good.
This wing is 3M done. So if you don't like it, just heat it up and take it off. Not an issue. I've got a diffuser on the back from Sector 11. So that's just a bolt on, but I think it looks beautiful. So,
oh yeah, that's the
diffuser is just bolted on. I've got a Sector 11 catback exhaust. So that is just a catback. There are no mods to the engine. It's just a straight catback. Original cats are on there. Original everything's on there. Just it's a catback exhaust.
I see a little flame action there. Is
yeah,
that a feature,
I didn't have the body shop fix this or this just because sometimes with the K-24 it sometimes just shoots a flame, and then that happens. Okay. So I was like, whatever, just gonna do it. The buyer can do that. What else? Okay, come to this side. Same thing. I had them paint this side also. Same thing as that side. This side's nice and clean. This scoop fits really nicely. I love how they did this. There's no problem with this scoop. See that? It's perfectly in, so I like that. So
it's interesting.
when you fill up gas, this is not connected. Maybe you can push it back in, put it in there. Okay, that's fine. Then again, everything's good. This is nice. This is repainted. This was a chipping a little bit over here. They repainted this, made this look nice and clean and pretty. And that's that.
Now, you say you bought this from a farm.
Yes. So the car does show one accident report on it.
Right.
I bought this guy that lived on a farm. He bought the car because I asked him why he bought it. He said he looked cool. So but he had like a bunch of dirt bikes. He had some Harleys. He was a bike guy. So he sold this to me, but he told me he got into an accident. So I asked him where the accident was. And you can check the Carfax to see exactly where the accident was. It's a minor damage. He said his son was riding an ATV, and the ATV, those little four-wheelers, it hit like here somewhere. I think you can still see the little crack right there, just a little bit. But he sent it to a body shop, but he claimed it on insurance because finding a body shop over there or doing himself is impossible, I guess.
Of course.
So he just claimed it, and then that's what the damage is. It's right here. That's it. So that was that. It's not like a major damage. It's not like engine damage. It's not like the clam was replaced. You know, it's not like the front clam or the rear clam was replaced, because if this was replaced, you could tell, right? This would be completely repainted.
Yeah, that'd be all done.
So this is the original clam. Everything is original on this car. Nothing has been changed. Everything is original. Everything, awesome. Nothing's been changed.
Can we jump into the interior? Because I think that looks pretty
Did I
cool
go
as
over
well.
Everything? Yeah, we can go
yes,
over the
I think we got everything on the outside at least. So
let's start off with the doors.
yes.
I replaced this door panel with the carbon fiber door from Greg's Race Parts. Took me forever to get it, but I got it. You'll notice there's gold bolts on it. This one's missing. I have it in my house. I will give it to you. It just needs that little piece from Home Depot that threads into when you go behind it. I just didn't do it. This I was going to replace, but I just didn't. I should have just bought it. It was like $200 or something. But you can get the carbon fiber piece from gregsraceparts.com and just pop it in and take this one off. Like I said, tint I would take off. I don't see how it's like chipped right here. The tint is peeling right here. Not chipped, but peeling.
Peeling up,
Doors lock, unlock, windows work. That's fine. I just wanted to start it up, but no check engine lights, no ABS lights, nothing, just the, what else? Oh, I gotta talk about the mileage, Jesus. 86,055 is the current miles on this car with the old motor, okay? Now, if you check the Carfax, I got a service done in 2022 at AutoStream, and that mileage showed 85,000 something. So I only drove the car since the swap 890 miles total. So that's how you figure out how much I drove it. And the motor has 55,000 miles on it. I have the email from the guy at Monkey Wrench Racing that did the swap. I will include all the documentation of everything with the swap, everything's done with the car, the mileage, how much I've driven it, all that stuff. I added the personal steering wheel to this. That was, it's Alcantara is really fresh. It's not bad at all. The thing is, I barely drove this car, so everything's really nice. Added the carbon fiber plate right here. Carbon fiber top for the odometer, carbon fiber bottom. You can see that.
Now the gauges at the center there. What sort of gauges are those you go with?
So the gauges, let me start.
Yeah, I'll come around.
Okay. So the gauges I've got on here are oil pressure, oil temperature, and your air-fuel ratio. Okay, they all work. They're perfectly fine. Once in a while, this one might blink. This one, if it keeps blinking, basically saying that you got to just change that little sensor in the back of the gauge. You can get it from autometer.com. But everything works. These are all accurate gauges. They're plugged in. And if you don't like them, the best thing is you can just, this is bolted on with the stock hole in the car. There's a hole here from Lotus that you can bolt in these gauges. So you just take the bolt off, take the gauges off, and you're back to OEM. Hazard button works. Radio is aftermarket. It came with the car from the guy. Turn signals work.
Now, what about this the seats?
These are the Corbio racing seats. I got a 5-point harness. Let me get up. 5-point racing harness. Seats. There's a bar in the back here to hold it all in place. The sliders they work, but they're a little iffy. The sliders to move the seat back and forth is a little iffy, but they work. You just gotta push the slider back down to snap it in place. There are no speakers in the back. That's how I bought the car. So speakers are missing in the back. Those are new floor mats. I bought those, brand new floor mats. So I hated the old floor mats, so I bought those. The car does not have air conditioning. Note.
I have a serious question though. Is it AutoZone floor mats or Lotus floor mats?
Lotus floor mats. That was Greg's Racing Parts. Are you kidding me? What else? The lights all work. This works. This works. It lights up. Check. Obviously, the engine start works. The lights in the front. Okay, let's just look at the lights in the front because that's something I did change. Just because the lighting in this car sucks so bad, I added LED lights, 4300K LED lights on the bottom. Those are your daytime running lights. So if you want to come right here, just take a look how that looks. I'm going to put the high beams work. You can just turn the high beams on just like that. You see it, sir? They're working, right? Good. Okay. Those are the high beams. So those used to be the low beams, and I made those the high beams. Okay. What else? So those are the lights in the front. Everything else works. Side lights work. Turn signals work. All right, now the fun part.
The creme de la creme.
Right?
I've been waiting for this one.
Yeah. All right, K-24 swap. So this is the engine. It's completely NA. No mods done to it. I literally got it from the shop, and the car literally drove it for like 500 to 800 miles, and it just sat here. So it's a completely stock motor. The build sheet will show everything that's done to the car. Oh, straight. The lights all work in the back. You want to show this from the back? Go back a little bit. The tail lights all work.
The You don't want to go too
Can you
far
see
back
it?
because
Yeah.
there you go.
Taillights
It
work?
works. That will work. Yeah.
Yep,
You can see
taillights
that.
work.
You can see them.
This is all original. As you can see, the stickers are all here. ECU is powered by Honda. All the boxes are still here. This was, I had this before, but this is the shift boot that I added, and a speed shifter. If you want it, you can take it. I'm gonna get the owner a new battery. I'm gonna give them a new battery just because the car's been sitting so long and I didn't have enough battery tender.
Right.
So I'm gonna give them a new battery. I'm gonna get it from AutoZone or whatever and just give them a new battery. That's fine. But it does have the quick release clamps on this, which is really nice. You can take a look. Passes inspections, passes emissions. You can check the whatever the Carfax. I just passed emissions for it 7 months ago. They just plugged in the OBD2 at the front, not here. I don't know why it has two, but there's one here and there's one in the front. Use the OEM one in the front.
So use the OEM.
I got confused when I was at the emissions. I was like, well, which one are you gonna plug it into? But he just plugged it into the original one that comes with the car. Okay, so that's everything with the car. Now I want to go over what I would change, what kind of gets into my head that I would, if I kept this car, I would change. Because I take care of my cars, and I've got this, my little baby right here.
She's looking beautiful.
All right, focus back over here. I'm getting rid of this, and I'm getting the Lamborghini. It's on its way after this. So. But this is what I would do. I would unscrew this, take this off. I'll probably take that off. What else? What would I do?
Probably get a better liner for the headlights.
Oh,
on this side.
I would replace this. I don't like how this is cracked, this little plastic piece. It cannot be much. It cannot be more than like $300 to get this. And if it can't get it, I just put a black mesh. But I would replace this. We got the OEM wheels here. All four. One has a little bend in it. You can go ahead and fix that if you need to. And I also got the stock airbag and steering wheel upstairs. So they can take that too. I think that's it. Yeah. So guys, I really hope this car goes up for something good. You know, I'm gonna put it up. I'm gonna start at a low bid and put a no reserve from there. And it sells, whatever it sells at, it sells at. Like I said, I just gotta make room in this garage. I just got rid of the McLaren and the Aston. And I'm picking up, I already picked it up. I gotta get rid of this out of here. So whoever gets this is gonna be really happy. I mean,
I agree.
they're gonna be really happy.